Start this thing off a little bit different today. See who is here today on Morph Monday.
Peace.
I don't know how to do that.
You basically don't.
Do 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 do
Three dots.
do 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 do
And they'll say it.
do 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 do. TJ, what is going on? We're just gonna start this thing off a little bit different today. I'm gonna be relaxing while we get started. Might as well, right? Because we all know I'm gonna be up walking around, talking to you guys. I don't know what she's doing. What's going on, Blakers Pythons? Virginia, how's it going? Just kind of waiting to get a bunch of people in here, and then we will start going over a few things. Oh, I'm getting old, guys. Oh, okay, TJ. Understandable. So how was everybody's Monday? Mine went by actually pretty quick.
Mine went by like 3 minutes, I think.
But there's a snake room. There's a kitchen. That's what I ate there. At least the likes and dislikes actually works. Well, I don't know. I haven't had much trouble on my end, but I don't know if the subs have anything to do with it. But what's going on, Tavion? Let's get up here. All right. So I went ahead. I just got through feeding my face, Virginia. Not much left between me and the girls. Switched this thermostat over to this thing here. I have not got any spray foam yet, so I'm waiting for that. But I did turn it on. It does work.
Yeah.
Hopefully, plugging that hole in the back will make the temperatures more accurate. If not, I think it's because the fan is real powerful, so it's circulating the air, keeping it a little bit cooler. So I may have to crank up that heat a little bit. As you can see back here, I have that thermostat on there now, which will be fine. I'm not worried about it. See what we got going on in here. Let me look here. Oh, as you guys, well, you guys can't tell because you're not here, but I moved Pixie up here, and I moved Laura down here.
Wait, I didn't even notice that.
I told you about it yesterday.
I forgot.
Let me turn the light on in here so you can see. There we go. So I moved Laura down, that way I could pay more attention to her since I'm pretty sure she's got decent sized follicles. So I wanted to bring her down here. And she is getting big. Hopefully she does have those follicles like I'm thinking. She is off of food, which is good. She's had 5 or 6 locks that I know of. 3 that I've recorded right there. So that's good. Let's see here. This girl here shed. She's all nice and pretty now.
That one shed today.
So she's all pretty.
Yeah.
And those of you that think Florida's humidity gives off excellent sheds all the time. It does not. It depends on the snake. Don't do that because you're going to spill water. This guy here, Richard, the Iceman Kuklinski, did shed today. Did shed in pieces, but he did shed. So, he's off food due to breeding, I believe. So, hopefully, he'll get back on food after breeding season. I got him breeding with the Iceman. I got him breeding with the genetic blackback. And I need to close my window a little bit because the temperature's getting a little cool in here. There we go. Turn that fan down just a little bit.
Please
These guys are doing good in their new enclosure here. And I think we got a couple pregnant mice, which is a good thing. Let me see if I can figure out which ones, and I'll hold them up, and I want to know what you guys think. I think this one here, no, that's the male, isn't it?
No. Oh,
Yep, that's the male.
Yeah, that's a male.
Let's look here.
There we go. Oh, wait, I thought you were in a stay.
Let me see here. I think this one here is kind of pregnant. Yeah, I know. That's the male.
That one right here.
That one's too small to be pregnant, I think. I don't know. She may be pregnant.
Oh, there's one in there. You don't even know.
Why do you name your ball pythons after outlaws instead of presidents or other YouTubers? Because I am one of those guys that I like watching a lot of history stuff, and I like watching outlaw stuff. I'm interested in, serial killers. Those of you that do not know, in far past, like distantly, I have 2 different people, one that's an outlaw and one that was a serial killer in my family. So, I kind of, I'm just interested in that type of stuff. So that's why everybody is outlaws, murderers, serial killers, or the only reason why they wouldn't be named that is because they had a name when I got them. Like this girl right here. This girl's name is Rhesus. R-E-E-S-E, comma S. Because the guy I got her from, his kids named her Rhesus. So her name is Rhesus. That's like Pixie. Pixie is her name. That's like all the snakes I got from the reptile barn. I kept the name. And he made a comment in his vlog when he was packing up the snakes that he told me I could change the name. He told me I could change their name if I want, but I didn't want to, but he was okay with that. So I'm just that way. If I get a snake from you and it's got a name, that name is sticking with that snake. So, hopefully, in a few weeks, I will have some baby mice. And then, as soon as they get a hopper size, I'm going to euthanize them. And if everything works good with them, then I will build me a small rack. And I'm tempted on getting into African sulphur rats. I'm still considering that. Because I would love for all of my collection to be on African sulphurs rather than regular rats. But it's going to take a long time to get to that point. For one, I hear that African sulphurs don't smell as bad as rats. Number two, African sulphurs are the size as far as they're in between mice and rats. They don't get any bigger than, I think, a medium rat, if I remember right. A little bit smaller than that. But the nutrients that's in those African sulphurs are far more better than rats or mice. So one African sulphur like this has more nutrients than a large rat. But they do have their downfalls. In some areas of the U.S., you cannot have them or breed them. But one of the downfalls of African sulphur rats is once you have a colony, you cannot add anything to that colony or they will kill it. So you have to be very careful when you do have colonies. If you want to make that colony bigger, you need to let the babies grow up and then they take over. Like, for instance, you want to replace that male in that group, you need to let the male baby grow up and then take that male out and you have a new male. From my understanding, I may be wrong, but that's what I was told to a breeder, from a breeder that does breed African sulphurs. But I would like to get into African sulphur rats. So hopefully this year the males will kill the female. No. It's more of a, I think of it as a, how would you consider that? I think of it as a gang. You go and put a stranger within a gang, they're gonna kill it. What's going on, JW? But that's just what I've been told. I don't have any experience with them. But I know that they are healthier for ball pythons than rats or mice. Hey, JW, do you have any experience breeding African sulphur rats? Got to put in my password here. We're kind of running behind on the computer. What's going on, Nikolai? No, just regular. Same here. I'm thinking about getting into them, and we're having a small discussion on that, and I cannot answer some of the questions. Well, not answer, but just back up as far as what I've been told. What's going on, Shelly?
Hey, Shelly.
They are? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know they're illegal in some places. But I know they are healthier for your ball pythons than rats or mice. But they can get stuck. If you feed your ball pythons an African sulphur rats, they have a chance of not going back to regular rats or mice. Let's see here. All right. And of course, you guys know she is playing that while I'm on live. Of course, as soon as I get off live, I get off.
I ate 8 biscuits.
She's been a pig.
I haven't ate all day and I'm hungry.
All right. Tony, your ball python weighs 780 grams. Do you think she'll be up to breeding size? There's a very good chance she will. As long as she don't hit that 1,000-gram wall. As soon as you can move her up in size, go ahead and do that, and that's going to help her grow.
I stole a police car.
You want to use cheats like I do?
Yeah, I do. I do need a cheat.
I heard that African sulphur rats don't smell as bad as regular rats. They have a different smell to them. Which GTA? It's GTA 5.
How are they different in GTA 4 and stuff?
It's a lot different.
It's a lot different. I need cheats.
So, let's see here. Let's take a look at a few snakes. This girl shed yesterday. Just the het pied girl. Yeah, I got a few at the 1,000-gram wall myself. I got, well, she ate. She didn't eat, so I don't know why she's, or did she eat? No, she did not eat. Eleanor Demont is at the 1,000-gram wall. Josephine is not, but she's big, so she'll be breeder next year. Big Nose Kate and Madame Vestal are both at that wall. What it is from what I've researched on the 1,000-gram wall, is sometimes males do it too, but once a ball python gets up close to 1,000-gram wall, something happens in their body, and it's kind of like a I don't know how to put it. It's kind of like a hormonal change thing going on inside the ball python, which makes them not want to eat. No, it's not hibernation. It's not hibernation at all. They just go off food. Ball pythons are notorious for going off food anyway. That's about the only bad thing about ball pythons, is they go off of food for no apparent reason. Here pretty soon, if those girls take, how long does the wall stay? Does anyone know a time range? Okay, it could last a month. It could last up to a year. I'll tell you this right here. This girl right here, Bonni, right here, she hit that 1,000-gram wall, and she must have hit it hard because she did not eat for 8 months. No, that's not ovulation. That's just shed. She's in shed. She's not in ovulation yet. Yeah, ball pythons sure know how to stress the humans out. Well, does she lose weight, or she is not on a 1,000-gram wall now. She's eating fine. But when she did, yes, she did lose a little bit of weight. But she gained that back. She's eating mediums now. She's pounding them. Not every week, but every other week, every couple weeks. She's pounding them. I'm not worried about it. She does eat. But she has locked up with that pied, and she's locked up twice. And she is growing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, she's going to take this year.
Oh, geez.
Reagan?
Holy cow.
I love cheats.
Please tell me that's not A.
Summer says hi.
Miriam joined! Yay! Playing GTA.
All right, so there you have it. Summer, I had her tell you hi.
Her name's Mira.
Goodbye.
But,
Oh, boy.
yeah, this girl here
How long does it go for?
Your invisibility. Oh.
was on the 1,000-gram wall,
No.
Until you die.
but she's eaten now.
You're like, no.
She don't like anything bigger than a small, though. But she did lock up with the pied, so
You keep exploding out the cars.
I don't know if she's going to take this year. If she does, she does. If she don't, she don't. I'm perfectly fine with that. This girl here never really hit the wall, I would say. She did go a little bit off of food, but not for very long.
Okay, never mind.
I got it.
It's this girl here, the Super Mojave. She's locked up with the banana twice.
Almost got 5 stars.
So hopefully she'll take, which I don't know. You know how these girls can be the ball pythons.
Oh,
There's one above you.
And this girl here is just a pain
don't get me.
on her eating. She just likes to go off of food. She don't want to breed, I guess, or she don't want to grow at all either.
I'm at 5 stars.
This is in case you need it.
So, yeah, that's a little bit. Wait, what? Do you start breeding your ball?
You're gonna
Wait, what? Wait, do you?
For invisibility.
Invincible.
What do you mean, JW?
Thanks for the treat.
Oh, I think I understand what you're saying. I wait until they're at least 15 to 1,800 grams. That's like this girl here. And I'll tell you this much.
Explode the blip.
This girl right here. We just had her open. Bonni.
Can't explode the blip.
I didn't know if I was going to breed her this year
Oh, there's a copper.
because of her going on the 1,000-gram wall. Well, she was at about 1,200 grams about a month and a half before breeding season. Breeding season starts, and she jumped up to 1,600 grams. I started breeding her, she jumped up to 1,800 grams. So, I don't know how much she weighs right now, but I guess we can weigh her real quick and see what she weighs,
Oh, jeez.
just to kind of get an idea. I got to get an empty tub here. Oh, we'll use this one. I got to get some more perlite for my
Try to get as many as
eggs.
No, freaking, I will turn it off.
Let's see here. All right, let's see if we can do the balancing act. And she is in shed, so I don't want to bother her too much. Come here, big girl. She's definitely over 2,000, I think. And of course, she did eat too. With the rat food, 2,275 grams.
No, I was so close.
So that is a big weight difference. So hopefully she takes. Hopefully she'll give me some eggs. Let's see here. What's the difference between what you said and vermiculite? Okay, perlite. I'm probably butchering the name, but yeah, she's 2,200 grams. But she did eat a live medium rat Sunday or Saturday, whatever day I fed. So there's probably a couple hundred grams on that. So I would say she's probably 2,000 grams after that. But ask me probably Friday or Saturday. She'll probably use the bathroom, but we will reweigh her and see what. I know, I seen. I'm hoping it's going to get a good clutch from her. Let's see, something else I missed in here. Okay. Vermiculite is kind of... I've never messed with vermiculite. Perlite is... It reminds me of white chat, is what it reminds me of. But this here's perlite. It's real light. And it is dusty when you get it out of the bag. But that's why you add water. I know people use vermiculite all the time. And they don't use egg crates or anything. Or light diffusers. But I'm the type of person that I want foolproof. I don't want to go and have something mess up. But the price on that, I don't remember. I bought that last year. So I would have to go to Walmart and find out. I think it was like $5 or $6 maybe. But I'm the type of person that if I do something, I don't want to chance anything. I want to do it the best way possible. That's why I go all out on all of this. Because I don't want no stuff that's halfway done. I don't want no stuff that's partially good. I want it, in my eyes, top of the line. Everything's going to work just fine. And I want the best chance possible at getting what I am looking at getting. And the only way to do that is to make sure that your stuff is correct. It's very you can trust it. Trustworthy. And it won't break down. So that's what I'm going for. That's why I build my own incubators. Yes, I could go buy one for a couple grand, but I build my own. They do work. That one on the bottom, I built 2 years ago. I've had 4 clutches in it. Okay, I'll get that for you here in just a second. It's off Amazon. Alright, let's see here. The scale is, let me get up here, QZERI. Right there. You can get that at Amazon. That's how I got this one. And it weighs up to 5,100 grams. All right, TJ, have a good one, bud. I'll talk to you later. Exactly, JW.
Oh my god.
As I drop my stand. Here's my prices on my incubators that I built myself. The about prices, because I don't remember on this first one altogether. This wine cooler was $25. I bought it off of Craigslist. It had a bad compressor. When I went and picked it up, the guy I think was in college, and he made sure that I knew it had a bad compressor. I was fine. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. 25 bucks. I had to buy the heat tape. I didn't have to buy a fan for it because I had a computer, or a buddy of mine had a computer fan, so I took it. So that was free. I would say the heat tape probably cost me, I don't know, there's like 11 feet, so maybe 15, 20 bucks. Let's see here, the extension cord, a couple bucks. Thermostat I already had, so that was it on, no, the thermostat was 100 bucks because I got a Herpstat intro. I have it on this rack, and I had the same on the top one. It's going down the back, over the hump, and down to the bottom. And it does very good at heating the thing up. Now, this one up here, let me think, what did I end up getting it for? I think I bought it for $80. I think, I don't remember. But I had the heat tape already left over. I had the extension cord already. I had to buy the fan, which was like 13 bucks. And I had the light diffusers. So you add all that up, that's less than 100 bucks. And I had the thermostat already. So less than 100 bucks, I had this one. I would say, I think it was around 150 bucks or so, like that. You have the waters down there for a reason. Yes, I do. That is a good question. Here is why the waters are down here. Okay, you close this and the heat stays inside. The water gets heated up to the temperature of the inside of this. Now, I open it, I do what I gotta do, and then I close it. What do you think it's gonna do? That heat from the water is gonna rise. It helps keep the inside heated once you open it up. Kind of like a heat pad type deal. That's why I use water bottles. I use them in the bottom too. Plus, you could do this. So say I get a clutch of eggs. Oh, I see a clutch. For instance, I don't, but this is an example. Say I open up Laura's tub here. And I say, oh, she's got a clutch of eggs. Well, I better get a tub set up. So I come over here. I grab my tub. Well, I don't want to put tap water in it. It may be too hot or too cold. All I do is grab one of these water bottles, open it up, pour it in there, get that all nice wet like how I want it. That's already set up. Then I go fill this up over there, put this back in here, and then put the eggs in here, put them back in there, and I'm done. No stunning the eggs with cold temperatures, no stunning the eggs of hot temperatures. It's already at 89 degrees. So everything's perfect. The only thing that's going to change the temperature of the eggs is when you open it up, you check it out, and do that. Now, what I may do different with these tubs, I don't know yet. I'm going to have to do some research at Walmart. But what I may do, just so I don't have to put that pressing seal on the top, I may get some little weather stripping and put on the inside of these lids. That way, when I put this lid on, and I close this, and I close this, guess what? It's sealed, and I don't have to worry about press and seal. Yes, there is, JW. But that's my idea on that. Now, today on Morph, some people I see use plastic wrap on top of their tub. Yes, I have what they call press and seal. I think I still have some. Let me see if I know I have some because I didn't use it all. It works, but I don't like it that well. Yes, I do have some back here. This is what I've been using, press and seal. It works good, but of course, wouldn't that build a lot of moisture? You need humidity inside those tubs. So if you're seeing that there's water dripping down on your eggs, then either A, take your tub and tilt it just a little bit so the water can drain down and slide down the side of your tub. Example, and I'm not talking about tilt it big time to where it's going to affect your eggs. Say this is sitting in your incubator. You're noticing maybe some water dripping down here. All you got to do is put something on the back side of it, just picking it up just a hair, so that water will glide down here and run down the side of your tub. That's all you got to do. They also have them containers that are airtight. Kind of like, I got one out here, but I had to euthanize a rat yesterday. And I know, what's the name of the channel? Euphoric Dungeon or something like that. There are tubs out there that are airtight like this that you can put your eggs in. That will work. He uses some off of Amazon, and then he also draws a small pinhole in one side, I think front and back, for airflow. But they're sealed with just two small holes, so he still gets moisture or humidity in there. If he needs more humidity, he just blocks the hole. But I'm thinking about using the weather stripping idea on this and seeing how it works. And of course, if it don't, all I gotta do is take the lid off, put another lid on there, put press and seal, and be done. Because I was using these tubs with press and seal on the top. Didn't work out too well. Because once you close it, the press and seal popped off. But if you have press and seal that, because there's no clips on this one, you set this on there, but it has these here, so it pushes it down. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm probably gonna do the weather stripping idea, see how that works. I may set one of these tubs up, put it in the incubator, probably put it in this bottom one since it's already up and going. But I'll have to go to Walmart and get some weather stripping and put a gauge inside it and see what it reads. But I think that'll work just fine. I'm glad I'm giving you guys some great information. Hopefully it's what you've been looking for. Rats are doing great. The smell is not bad yet from the aspen, so that's good. I may start going over there a little bit more. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. They like their little wheel I got in there, so that's awesome. But all I gotta say is you gotta love these little critters. They may be stinky, that you may have to feed them to your snakes, but they're cute. They do some funny stuff, and when they play, they play.
Oh my gosh, it's freaking moon gravity. She activated moon gravity, and now when she falls, she goes, dude.
But anyway, with that being said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here. I got some dishes to do. I know one of the kids got to jump in the shower. The other one already has. Got to make sure they're ready for bed in a couple hours. So, have a great night. Be sure to watch out for tomorrow's vlog, because this one here behind the shirt is going to be doing the vlog tomorrow. And as always, until next time, she about blew it. Have a good night. And until that was not scripted. Until